start off talking about Neil Lennon then. He was the man who brought you to Celtic and gave you your first chance in Europe. How much did you love working under him?
Yeah, I loved working under him because he was a great manager. He assembled a very, very good team, and it was just great to play under him.
You've obviously worked under some big name managers like Jose Mourinho, Thierry Henry as well. Where do they rank when you compare them with Neil Lennon? Who's the best manager you've worked under?
Everybody that's a difficult question, but everybody has its own way of managing. But all of them, they have been on top. All of them have been on top, and working for them was great. And also, at Celtic, a club like Celtic, it's an unbelievable club, and it's a club that is like a family. Everything around the club is just it was just perfect. And it's great, when you're working under him, and also the club also is very professional. The fans, they are loving and they're kind, and they were always pushing the team. So it was a great time to play for Celtic.
Yeah, Neil obviously returned to the club for a second spell, and he won a treble. He won 2 league titles, but he was sacked last season after Rangers stopped 10 in a row. Were you sad to see him sacked?
Yeah, of course, he's a good manager, and as everyone knows, sometimes the manager comes and go, so as players, and they did sack him, but I was a bit sad to see him go, because he has given so much, even though you see like he's done a lot for the club, but he is a professional, and I'm sure he understood why, and he's a great man. I'm sure he's wishing the club the best, because also he has Celtic in his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you were heavily linked with a return to Celtic towards the end of your Tottenham career. Did you ever have any opportunities to return to Celtic?
Yeah, I was trying to discuss about that, and it was difficult, but because I had contact at Tottenham, and they were very difficult to let me go, and the demands were very hard. But Celtic was a club that I would love to play for them again and again, because it's just more than a club, and I enjoyed my time there. I always want to come back, and and give it a last go there, because I love the club, I love the people there, the fans, and just everything there was great.
Yeah,
because they do everything to they give the players everything to just go on the pitch to perform, and everything was just on top.
Yeah. Can I just clarify, Victor? Did Celtic make an approach for you when you were at Tottenham then?
There was some I think loan approach, but I don't know what happened. So I didn't follow up that much, but there was. Yeah, and I spoke to Neil as well, and they said, yeah, I spoke to Neil, and they said, he said to me, it's difficult with the demands, and they didn't have that time. They didn't have the money to make it happen. But yeah, it was what it was. But as I said, I still love that club. It's in my heart.
If Celtic did have the money, Victor, would you have moved back?
Of course, it was not always about me. It was all about the club, club to club. So it was all about me. It was about club to club, and for me, I was ready to sacrifice that time, and yeah. So what happened, and yeah.
Yeah. So you would love to. You're only 30 years old, of course. So you would love to return to Celtic one day.
Just one day. We will see in the future. One day, I'm still healthy now. I'm still here trying to help my team here as well, and then we will see one day.
Is there a part of you that wishes that you stayed at Celtic for longer than 2 years? Obviously, you were a massive success in the 2 years that you were there before moving to the Premier League. Did Do you kind of wish that you stayed a bit longer?
You know, it was difficult. I personally wanted to be there, but you know, also was a good investment for the club. You know, it was a good business side, and they looked also on their business side. So the club had to benefit and to you know to make the business side move on. So I understood that, but I love the club, and I was really, you know, happy to continue there, but the situation wasn't allowing it.
Yeah. I mean, you've been lucky to play in many famous stadiums across the world. Where do you rank Celtic Park in the atmosphere?
Wow, Celtic Park is up there. Celtic Park is up there. You know, the atmosphere is unbelievable, especially, you know, in the big nights of Champions League, unbelievable. Derby, it's just fantastic playing on those occasions there. It's top there. Celtic, it's up there.
Would you love to play in front of the Celtic fans again one day?
Exactly, that's my dream. One day to be back at Celtic Park.
And do you feel you've got unfinished business at the club then?
I would say, you know, now I can't say that, but for now, I hope one day I'll just be back one day in the future.
Yeah. And how would you describe your time at Celtic then? Was it the best period of your career?
I think I enjoy, yeah, because they are the best period of my career. I won some trophies, and I would say that was the best period of my career because I was able to win some trophies when I'm there.
What was your favourite memory? Obviously, you scored against Barcelona.
Of course, Barcelona was one of the biggest night, and also, you know, I would say also all the Champions League nights over there and the derby games against Rangers. The fans, they were on another level. They were crazy, electric, and the atmosphere was just on fire. I've never seen something like that since somewhere. I've never seen something like that somewhere else. But what I've experienced there, you can't have that in just anywhere. You know, you need to be back to some place like Celtic Park to have the nights like that.
Yeah, and obviously your goal against Barcelona, would you say that was the best moment of your career?
Of course, you know, I've never seen 60,000 plus stadium people at the stadium trying to calm down after a goal. You know, I tried to run on one corner and I looked up, I saw like people there like literally like running towards this, like they're running towards me. So I changed direction. I've never seen something like that, and I would say that was my best goal ever.
Yeah. Do you still follow Celtic's results?
I do sometimes watch them. And you know, always wish them all the best.
Yeah. Do you see many Celtic kits or any Celtic tops in the stands at the MLS with the fans?
Exactly. You know, I meet a few of the Celtic fans here, and they're all happy. You know, they're still supporting. You know, still family. And I got a message. I think it's 2 days before or a day before that I should. There was some Montreal like Celtic fan club here in Montreal, and also they asked me to go and sign something for them. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it.
Oh, that's great. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. So you're going to go visit the club then?
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, unfortunately, Celtic blew the chance of winning 10 in a row. 10 in a row was this magical number which Celtic fans had sang about even during your time at the club, 10 league titles in a row. Were you aware of the significance of it when you were at Celtic?
I was, you know, I was a follower, so I was like, you know, hearing like about the 10 in a row, and it's unfortunate that it didn't happen, but you know, I would have loved that. You know, it could have been a big history for the fans and for the Celtic lovers as well. You know, and yeah, you know, they just still have to keep the dream. You know, I'm sure Celtic always bounce back, and it will happen soon.
Yeah,
they'll go back and they'll keep start winning again.
Yeah. So let's move on to a slightly different topic and talk about that famous spaghetti tweet. obviously you tweeted that when you were at Celtic and you were in Glasgow, and it's just it's just went viral. It's just I think it's probably the most famous tweet ever made. Were you? So tell us exactly the background behind it. Where were you when you tweeted it, and what was the reason?
Yeah, so it was this day. I was from training. I went to training, and then I Lennoxtown. Then I came back home. I chilled for a bit. Around 6:30, I went somewhere in the city to eat. I was alone. I never go to a restaurant alone, but I was by myself. So I went to this restaurant and I ordered pasta, and yeah. Then I loved it. And it was really nice. I had to tweet about it. So that's how it started.
Now the big question is, do you still eat spaghetti?
I do, and it's great to see also people, now taking it to the next level, swapping spaghetti with the jersey now. So it's great.
And how much are you enjoying your time with Montreal? You enjoying playing for the club and obviously playing in the MLS?
Exactly. Montreal our time has been great here. We have had a good season and we still have a few games to go. And yeah, I'm really focused to help helping the club also and finish on high. And it has been a great season for us. So hopefully we can finish on high now and also be there in playoffs.
Yeah, there's been a lot of managerial changes at your former club, Tottenham. There's been 4 managers in the last 2 years, I believe. Pochettino, Mourinho, Ryan Mason, who was in an interim basis, Nuno Santo, and now Antonio Conte. Do you still follow Tottenham, and are you surprised by the kind of managerial merry-go-round at the minute?
I do follow, and it's difficult, for the fans, it's a bit difficult, But now I think they have done great, to bring now the right person that they wanted, and I think everyone now at the club is excited and looking forward to getting back to the Spurs ways again, to the Tottenham way again. So hopefully they start, stepping up again and be great.
Yeah. How much did you love your time at the club?
Sorry?
How much did you love your time at Tottenham? Obviously, you reached the Champions League.
No, I love my time. I love my time there. We had a great team, and the only disappointing thing is, like, I don't even till now I don't understand how we didn't win any trophies, because we had a great team, and whenever I think about it, it pisses me off, and I don't have answers to like try and get the answers for how we didn't win. I don't understand any trophies. I don't understand.
Yeah, is that probably why there's so many changes at managerial level, because the club craves that success, that those trophies that you talk about?
I don't. Yeah, I think the club. I think is craving for trophies, but I don't think that's the reason that there is a lot of changes. I don't think so. I think it was going a bit, out of order, like results and everything, and that's why they changed the manager. But other than that, I think we were close. And it was just a little bit investment, and then maybe it could have been done. But now I think the club is in the right direction, and hopefully in the future they can win something.
And finally, Victor, can you, just as a bit of fun, can you name the best player that you've ever played with?
Ever played with?
Yeah.
Alongside me?
Yeah, alongside you, yeah.
I've played against great in every team. I think I will say in every team that I went. Scott Brown at Celtic was amazing, and it's difficult to say only Scott Brown, because we had our team. I don't understand. That team was really good, like unknown players, but really, really good. So alongside, I'd say individually Scott Brown, but collectively that team, we were like some proper team. And then at Spurs, I would say Dembele, Musa Dembele.
Yeah.
I think me and him, we were bossing it in the midfield. And at Southampton also Morgan Schneiderlin as well.
Yeah.
It was great. So I'll say that.
And do you still keep in touch with Scott Brown?
Once in a while, I follow him on Instagram. So I think once in a while I drop him a message and
Yeah. And do you keep in touch with any other former Celtic players?
No, really, but I will try. I will try. You know, I like them. I still love the boys there. You know, Charlie, and now I think James is still there. James was a good guy, great guy, and I don't know who else was there.
Did you ever play with Callum McGregor? He's the captain.
Cal McGregor also was there. Callum was there as well when I was there. So Callum, Jamesy. I don't know now any old players who was there. Just Callum and Jamesy I can recall.
Could you ever have imagined Callum McGregor becoming the captain?
Not really, but you know, Callum was some player. He was. You could see like he had the talent in him, and now I've seen him going on and being a captain. It's fantastic for him.